do feel, though, that I need to defend my position on bleach, or my ignorance. My ignorance, there, I've said it. Go and have a look a few videos back if you've not seen it already. The controversy about using bleach to clean mould. So I don't know all this business about it's the worst thing you can do. You shouldn't use bleach because it feeds the mould, or it feeds the fungus, or it doesn't kill it. I was getting so confused, I was. I'm 50, and the only knowledge I've got is experience, and I tend to use what works for me. You know why I've always used bleach? Because if I've used bleach around my bath, you know that silicone seal you have? If I've used bleach on there and I use bleach to clean around that edge, I never, ever, 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 I pride myself on it, I never get mould spores.
It's ridiculous. Of course bleach kills mould. It's a really effective biocide. I don't know where the idea that it didn't came from. Probably someone with a product to sell. It usually does. And then like a lot of this other stuff, it just carries on and develops a life of its own. 10,000 steps is another one, and drinking 2 litres or whatever it is of water, it's another one that's based in, lost in the mist of time. However, bleach is perfectly okay for mould. Most things you can clean with hot soapy water, because the enemy really is actually damp. If you get something clean, properly clean, so there's no dirt on it, hot soapy water, we know from COVID, washing our hands. Soap disrupts the lipid barrier that holds viruses and bacteria together. Hot soapy water gets things clean. It does a really good job. When something is clean and it's dry, it's going to be sanitary. You're not operating in these things, are you? You don't need your work surfaces to be sterile, because that's why we have saliva and stomach acid. You want them to be clean, of course you do, and there's a big difference between clean and sterile. So yeah, wooden stuff. My rolling pin is over 100 years old now. It just gets scrubbed under the hot tap every time I use it with a scrubby. My wooden chopping boards get scrubbed with a metal scrubby every time. It's perfectly okay. People get hung up on things being sterile and clean enough. It needs to be clean enough to be healthy, and that is not bloody sterile. So carry on. Use bleach to clean mould. It's perfect. Hot water, hot soapy water. It'll get you a very long way, my lovely.